Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Cal here.
Ghost.
I'm Snow.
Today we're talking about different types of combat. Basically trying to understand which type of combat is the most engaging, because honestly, there are specific types of combat that if I see a game being announced and then they say, oh, we have this specific type of combat, I automatically check out. Doesn't even matter if it's like in a genre that I absolutely love. Does not matter. That combat is going to dictate how many hours I put into this game. So,
I mean, I guess that's fair. Are we talking about like give me an example of what you mean? Like what would make you
like,
check out?
Souls-like combat immediately makes me check out, especially when it's underneath FromSoft. Now, I did enjoy Lies of P a lot more because they did a twist on Souls combat that I actually liked.
That's
I'm probably
fair.
going to end up going back into Lies of P. But Souls-like combat, like, especially when it's done terribly, like I feel like The Last Jedi has really horrible combat. I do not like it
I've
at
never
all.
played that.
And you know, something, I love Star Wars, love the world, love the lore, but my God, I cannot stand, like, you give me, you know, I usually use the dual sabers most of the time, which makes
No
you fast
way.
combat.
No way.
But
That's crazy.
I just cannot stand the fact that, you know, once you commit, you can't just dodge up out of it. Like, you have to fully commit to that swing. Similar to the way Elden Ring is. You have to fully commit to these swings. Like high risk, high reward type combat. But you know, some people love that, but I personally, I feel like fighting, like people faint in fighting a lot. I just feel like I don't enjoy that type of combat.
I can't be a hypocrite to it because I did dump like 400 hours into Elden Ring. So I won't sit here and say that I don't like the combat, but I do enjoy parts of it. I don't know if it's because some of the weaponry was unique and did different things, so I
that was the
didn't
main
mind
part.
it as much. But I never played another Souls game, so I don't really know what to compare that to. So I mean, I enjoyed it, but like something I can't get behind, and I'm sure there are great games, but I think Baldur's Gate, if I'm wrong, you know, I apologize. But like turn-based combat, I
Right.
cannot. It doesn't move fast enough for me. Now, don't get me
Right.
wrong. I've watched Baldur's Gate. It's an amazing game. I'm not poo-pooing on it. It's just I couldn't dump 100 hours into it. Like
wish
I'd
I
just
could
be like,
enjoy that
okay,
game.
what? I mean, it looks amazing and it's gotten great reviews. I can't. Like I cannot. I don't know why. It just my ADD just I need stimulus.
Something constantly going. Like, I wish there was like a mode or like something that kept you engaged while just switching through all the characters and then moving around. I'm enjoying the story, but then like the combat shows up and I'm like, okay, I gotta sit through this, and you know,
No.
we gotta
I
wait
can't
till
do
all
that.
the enemies like attack and
No.
this, and I'm bored the entire time. Like, I need, like you said, stimulus the entire time to keep me engaged. But
I think
iPad
a
kids.
combat system that I do like
say what?
is something I think you and I maybe kind of agree on something like this. I do like fast-paced combat. Just I like I have to pay attention to what I'm doing. But
Right.
like if I had to pick like favorite types of combat, like I do like 360 combat, like something like Xenoverse, Ghost of Tsushima.
God
You know,
of
if you
War.
want to kind of lean into it a little bit, got like I like to have to be able to fight the person in front of me, diagonal from me, the person off the screen, what's
Right.
happening. Like
I
I
like to
find that to
pick my
be,
target
and
in the
I
middle
love that.
of,
That's
yeah,
intoxicating to me.
yeah.
And
It-
one thing before I let you go, the one thing I do love, and I didn't realize I liked this until I got into Ghost of Tsushima, I love now I do games that call or have me change stances to fight different characters midway
yes,
through a battle. I
absolutely,
find
yeah.
that to be fantastic.
All right, exactly. And it's funny thing is, you technically you don't need to, But the thing is, you want
You
to
don't
fight
have to. You can-
effectively. And you want to, because especially
mean-
this is incredibly important when you're playing Legends Online and you got Oni coming at you and they're purple. Like, you are trying to kill those enemies as quick as possible to try and go help your teammate. Because when somebody goes down, the panic starts to seep in.
Yeah, I mean, you can put your foot in it and like you can muscle through some of it, but like it's not going to be great. I think one of the other things I do like, I don't know if you would call this combat, but I like the mechanic of the combat, if that makes sense. And it's more towards like shooters, right? So like, it's totally escaping me now. Phantom Pain, where like your silencer would erode. Like you didn't have a silencer all the time. Like you had to pick your shot, make sure it hit, and then you lose it. Like I like that type of mechanic. And no, it's not quote unquote realism, but I do like the strategy of certain things as well.
Exactly. Like the silencer has it doesn't last
Like a
the
life
entire
bar.
time. Like it has a life bar of itself. Like all of your materials are not your materials are
Forever
not long
materials.
lasting. They don't last forever. You have to constantly be aware of how much you have left. And I love stuff like that. Getting back to, twists on already established combat systems like not God of War, but Elden Ring. And then you have Lives of P who took that, did their own twist on it. I did not like turn-based combat, but there's a JRPG that just came out like a couple of months ago, and I absolutely love this combat. And it's such a simple mechanic that allowed me to like love it. Expedition 33.
You just mashing X the whole time. That's okay. Just admit it.
I'm not maxing
Getting that
X
thumb a workout
the entire time. You know my build on Ghost of Tsushima. But anyway.
Okay. Into the shadows.
But the fact that you pick your attack obviously like any turn based, but when the enemy starts to attack you, you have the option to either parry or dodge. In a parry, if you parry his entire attack string, it allows you as the character to counter as a counter strike. So or you can just dodge. Obviously, the parry is a lot harder, and obviously, high risk, high reward. Obviously, and especially if you have like a squad, once you parry that enemy's attack string fully, all the characters jump up and like attack all at once. It's just extremely satisfying, and it's keeping you engaged the entire time instead of having to, like, if you're fighting 5 enemies, I gotta wait till all these 5 enemies attack, and then I can either they miss or they attack based on the percentages and stuff that's going on in the background, the stats or whatever. But that small little twist, I'm actually enjoying the combat. This is what I like. It's been the whole reason I don't really mess with Final Fantasy back in the day. I couldn't get into that because it had turn-based combat. It's just not in me to sit there and just watch something happen. It's just not in me. I need to be constantly in the action. It needs to be fast-paced. Something like, Devil May Cry. I love that type of combat. Like being able to combo off of enemies and like you yourself are coming up with these combos. It's just extremely satisfying to hit that on an enemy or demon or whatever you're fighting.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, there's some really good mechanics out there in just some different games, and I like the pacing. I really do wish I liked more turn-based games. I'm sure there'll be one that'll come out, and I'll change my mind. I don't know.
You've come a long way since, 2K and racing.
Wow. Whoa. Just putting all the bitness out there. That's crazy.
You've come a long way.
Who hurt
like I said,
his pants to you.
Who hurt you? I know, right? Just got the stuff all out. That's crazy. Man said you weren't playing shit before you met me. That's crazy. That's wild. Okay, next subject.
Snow, did you have any particular, combat that you enjoyed?
Me or Snow?
Snow. I was talking about Snow.
Oh, go ahead, Snow.
I don't want to be on the show anymore.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Because my favorite combat style is turn-based.
Yeah, but that's okay though. Like if you had like, a
It's a-
turn-based, you know what? I'm just logging off. I'm done. This whole thing is a sham. That's exactly what it is. Sham and shambles.
We're here to
You
shame.
know what?
Well,
I would
she's
say
playing
this,
Sims, so that makes
and
sense.
I'm going to be very ignorant right now, and I hate that I'm about to ask this, but I haven't played this game in, I swear, like 30 years. Isn't Final Fantasy turn-based?
Yeah, it is. But
Or
the
no?
newest one, I believe they have a mode in there where you can switch it between, turn-based and, action
Oh, okay.
combat. So I do
I
like
wouldn't
that
mind
option.
playing I guess I wouldn't mind playing a classic like Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? Like if I were to like try to get into something because it's so established and obviously, I mean the game is so in depth. But I'm not going to get in there and play fucking chess. Like we're not doing that. I can't do that on a console. I can play turn-based reality. Like we'll do things like that. But to use my PC or my PlayStation to play fucking Uno is just not what I want to do.
What I want to know is, for the people who love Elden Ring,
Here
what
we go.
is it? I want to know in the comments, what is it specifically about this combat that you feel like
Everything.
you can't get it? That don't say shit to me. Sorry. I don't need to hear,
I
just
tried.
get good. That's why you're not enjoying it.
Maybe we need to get good, bro.
I'm just not paying attention to just brain dead theories. I need specific layouts of people's thoughts of why this combat is so enjoyable to you, because I just do not get it. Also, the reason I say Elden Ring's combat for me is not really that engaging is because some of their enemies are so large that all you're doing really is swinging at their toes or their ankles the entire time.
Best way to hurt them.
And then the rest of the time,
Be out there toe-tickling.
the rest of the time, you're just sitting here. The spectacle is on the boss itself. It's not really on you as the player. So you're really just sitting here, enjoying the show while trying not to die. Don't get me wrong, these boss designs are fantastic. Some of them are just absolutely gorgeous. Great art direction, but I need to know like what is so engaging about just sitting here and swinging at a giant, and you're not really getting any feedback from him to say that, oh, you're getting hit. Unlike God of War, you smack somebody with an axe, they actually show like, oh, I'm getting hit, or you can do like an uppercut in the axe and the enemy goes flying, and then you can combo with that. Like you can hit the enemy in midair and throw the enemy into another one. But all of this is like, it feels like you are within the combat itself. I would like to know what is so addicting about that combat, because even when I'm watching somebody on TikTok and they're showing off because they're dancing around the boss and not getting hit, and I'm like, okay, congratulations, it took you however long to learn this boss's dance moves, and now y'all both are just sitting here doing a nice little dance, and you do your little move that's already pre-choreographed, I guess, because the special moves are dictated by the weapons that you choose, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't understand. Like, what is that? Like, there is no creativity.
I guess certain things have different perks. There's different perks to different things. So, yes. You just don't like it. It's fine. And the fact that it's still stuck in your craw gives me life. I love that.
What is that word you just used?
I really do. In your craw?
Yes.
You're
It's when
definitely
you
from
bring
the
out
south,
SAT.
sir. Go ahead, man. Go stew on that one. I need you to go stare at the ceiling while you go to bed and let that just marinate in there.
All of a sudden,
What the hell did
you
that
wanna
white man
get-
just say?
all of a sudden, you want to bring the monocle out, act dignified.
That's crazy. Yeah, you like that?
I don't think
I do it every
the
once in a
phrase
while.
I
stuck in
needed-
your craw.
I needed Chef in here. I needed a little bit more fury.
That's stuck in your crawdads.
Oh my god. I need a little bit more
was gonna say-
engagement. Somebody who actually has an emotional attachment to this combat, because he could explain.
Yeah, I mean,
he loves that
he
combat.
could. I mean, he also needs to get on here and talk about Night Rain, but that's a whole other thing because he's played it and just like refuses to talk about it. But whatever. I hope the internet gets onto him because that's just wild that he hasn't come on here and talk about it. I don't know. I mean, like, there's some fun parts to it, especially when you have some more of the upgraded weapons. Like, I get it because I hate that I'm going to admit this on here. There was a blood sword. Shut up. That I did like later in the game. Just shut up. And I do understand, you know, some of the status effects that you can do on some certain weapons. I mean, one of them literally shoot a Kamehameha out of it. Like, I get it. Like, the spectacle of what some of the weapons can do, like, I understand. But there is some simplistic to the combat that I guess cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it. It's just I can't poo-poo on it because I played 400 hours of it. So, like, I get it because I got into it, but first off, relax.
Just because you have hundreds of hours into something does not mean it is, like, free from criticism. I have over 2,000 hours in Battlefield 4. You know how I feel about Battlefield at this point.
Did you touch grass for, like, 2 years? That's crazy.
You know my home situation at that time. But
that's
anyway.
true. There was grass inside. Got it. Man, put it right in the office. Go touch grass. I got my toes in it right now. I'm good.
Well, yeah.
No, but I mean, I get it. I just, you know, the minute you start talking about Elden Ring, like, you know, the freaking world opens up and tsunamis are all over the planet. Like, it just, you can't get into that fan base that way. But I don't know. I have no idea.
It's like the difference to me of, you know, the difference between Call of Duty and Battlefield. And, you know, you see these TikToks, people are like, oh, what would happen if, like, 100 Battlefield players versus 100 COD players? Like, who would
Battlefield.
win? Like,
Battlefield.
Every time Battlefield players, because there's so much more.
The moment you introduce bullet drop, that's it. Once you introduce bullet drop, that's it. I don't know what to tell you. Half of you can't even.
In spite of that, it's like the mentality of, you know, playing COD for you. You're just playing for yourself. You're not really trying to play as a team. In Battlefield, you are relying on your squad to get things done. If you do not move effectively as a squad, your team will get just completely devastated the entire time, like destroyed. So it's
you're not playing for very long. That's right. For sure.
And I just so much other things to worry about in Battlefield as well in comparison to COD. It's just a whole different type of experience, and it can get to be like a sensory nightmare. But that's the type of stuff I like. Like, that adrenaline's not spiking. I'm not really having fun. You know?
I don't know why. And I think gamers in general, like, I almost need to be pushed to the point to where, like, it's not really fun for it to be fun. And I'll use a great example of it. Helldivers. Hardest difficult you can get at it, where just shit is going sideways, left and right. You're dying. You gotta dodge. Your teammates throwing in 500 gram bombs, the big ones. You have freaking flame tornadoes. There's chargers ever. There's Bile Titans throwing up all over the place. Literally, I have no ammo. I'm running for my life, dodging Tesla towers, and I get on the freaking exfil, and I'm like, that was fun.
It was good. We've been raging.
Can we? Yeah, just upset the entire time. As soon as I get on there, okay, man, that wasn't too bad. I'm good. That was fine. Ghost of Tsushima, nightmare. Get to that last level, finish. Stress for 45 minutes, hand sweat,
right?
Booty crack sweating. Get off.
White knuckling the controller.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I find that to be fun. Though the wife doesn't think it's fun when she hears me damning it all to hell for 30 minutes. Why don't you quit? You're not having fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Like I said, games like, you know, Devil May Cry, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. I love stuff like that. It's chaotic. You always have to be on your toes. Not saying you don't have to be on your toes on Elden Ring, but it's just the way that you engage in the combat and engage with the enemy. It's just so much more satisfying, in my opinion. You know, and another thing I don't really like about Elden Ring is having to lock on to individual enemies. Yeah, you don't really have to lock on. You could just swing. But I also feel like locking on is vital if you want to make sure your hits are actually making contact. Yeah, I like that free flowing of combat. I love it. It's just tickles the brain just right. But yeah.
The old tickle.
Oh, God. I don't have anything else to say.
I'm using that in chat.
I wish this conversation had a little bit more fire to it, a little bit more anger. You know, I wanted somebody to come in here and like defend their combat a little bit harder. But let me know in the comments.
He gets a free pass because he's going to his house, new home.
I'm going to like all the comments and tell me to get good on Elden Ring anyways. It doesn't matter. But
that's crazy.
Let me know in the comments what is your favorite type of combat, what you love about it. Let me know what is your most hated type of combat. I definitely want to get these arguments started in the what? Anyway, I don't have anything else to say. Did you guys have anything else to add?
I just wanted to say that my actual favorite type of combat is fighting the burglar in Sims when they come to take my stuff.
Excuse me.
And that's where I'm going to leave all of that because I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't.
But if she likes it, bet.
If anybody in the comments knows what she's talking about, pin it. I will pin it.
If anybody does know it, talk to me about it in the comments because I'm curious now.
But if nobody else has anything else to say, we're going to sign this off.
I got something to say.
Oh, here we
20
go.
minutes already
I
up,
got something to say.
We'll catch you guys next
Hit the
time.
like button and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss an episode. And we will catch you guys next time.
Unplug. Bye.